People, what's good? How bad do you want it? More times than not, when we see something, let me just put it to you like this. When you see something, do you think about what it's going to take to get it? Do you think about if somebody gave you a list, or if I gave you a list and say, this is the requirements to get it? Most of us would quit. For instance, for me, if I said I wanted 6-pack abs, but I had to give up this food, and I got to implement this food and this food constantly on a daily, I think twice about what I say I want. I'll put it to you another way. When we first was interested in money as young men, most of us lived in the hood, and you seen the D-boys out there getting their money, but all you seen was the glitz and the glamour. Nobody told you on side, you're looking at the big picture, side A of the cassette tape, you know what I'm saying? Oh, this is the best. This is the end all be all. This is going to be a classic. But on side B, nobody ever told you about the scabs and stitches it's going to take to get you to the destination that you want to be. Nobody told you. Nobody tell us that. When you want to be the businessman, you're looking at the finished product. You're not looking at what it took to get there. How many years of school? When the barber, you think he the freshest, it's hard to get his time. It's hard to get his time to get in his chair. But I'm pretty sure in his come up or her come up, man, they done fuck some heads up. You know what I'm saying? Damn near to a point where people ain't gonna pay you. They want their money back, or they gonna jaw your ass. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot. Nobody tells you how they got to the end product. You only see the end product. You don't see what it took. More, like I said again, more times than not, if we gave you a list of everything you wanted to do in this life, you might think twice about it, or you might not want to do it, period. Even something, let me not say it's something simple as being a parent, or being a mother or a father, or being a good mother or father. It's going to be some days, it's going to be some trying days that you're going to be like, damn, I don't know. It's just innately in you to be loving, of your children. But what happens when they get older? They start smelling their own piss. You understand what I'm saying? And they get disrespectful. How you handle it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to make mistakes along the way. The thing is, you got to make the mistake first for you to know whether it was a right mistake or a wrong mistake. Well, ain't no right mistakes, I'm assuming. You know what I'm saying? More or less. But sometimes you got to make the mistake. You got to go through the growing process, the pain. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't want to put that pain in to get where they want to go or get where they got to go. You just think about it. You think about your dreams and your goals, but you ain't thinking about the hard work, the decisions you got to make, and the responsibilities that you have now that you took on the bigger picture. Got to think about that. But again, nobody tells you what it took to get there. The time. Among all things that you're, I don't want to say you're wasting, because you want to get somewhere. You want to obtain something. Nobody tells you when you on a, maybe even a spiritual journey. If you want to get to know the Most High or whoever you praise, you got to seek Him. You got to read. You got to think about the process for other people within whoever you looking to get closer to. The stories of others. It take time. It take work. But if you ain't willing to put that work in, why try? For you. Sometimes everything has to be well thought out at times. Sometimes you can jump out there on a limb and do whatever it is you got to do. But nobody's going to tell you, again, nobody's going to tell you what it took to get there. And more times than not, if I put a list in front of you, somebody put a list in front of you, what it took to get there, what it took to be a millionaire, what it took to be a billionaire, you probably wouldn't do it. You would definitely think twice. You would definitely think about the people that surround you, your environment. I always talk about that. What is it going to take for me to get there? It's a lot of interests that you have, but don't take on too much. You know what I'm saying? You take on too much, you put all your eggs in one basket, you're not going to be able to get there. Your focus is on too many other things besides what it is that you say you want. You know, the flip side is you only see the finished product. You never think about what it is it's going to take to get there. That's why when you envy people and you think about, I want what they have, you don't know what it is that they had to go through to get it. And is you willing to go through the same thing, if not more? Sometimes you have to endure more when you want something for somebody else or whatever they got. Your path ain't gonna be the same path. You're not gonna get to your destination the same way they got to their destination. They may know people you may not know. Networking, you may not know nobody to network. You may not even know what that means for you. You may not know. And then you give up like, damn, I wish I had to put a little more work to it, but it was too hard. You weren't ready for it. You've seen the finished product on somebody else and what it looked like for somebody else versus for you. You ain't want to put the work in because nobody told you. You needed somebody to tell you and validate what it is that you want to do. Everybody ain't gonna validate what it is or your vision that you see. Nobody's gonna validate that. You have to go out there and get it. So that's like me. If I wanted to be an inspirational and motivational speaker, I have to speak. I just can't get out there and just do it. This platform that I'm using is a stepping stone. No, but first I gotta put in the work. It's gonna be a lot of days I feel like I'll put a great message out there for somebody that is gonna help, but it won't get no views. It's gonna be days like that. It's gonna be a lot of days like that. And you might say some nonsense one day and it might get up 10,000, 10 million views. But the thing is to bear down and do the work. Some of it's gonna be hard. Some things are gonna come to you easy. But that's not what it is for everybody else. Everybody can't jump in your lane and do what you do. Everybody don't got the same drive and the same hustle you got. So they're not gonna be able to do what you do. But on the flip side, when you're looking at somebody else who already made it, or they already they already out there and they blowing. You only see the finished product, whether you know them or not, whether you read about them or not. The thing is about life experiences is you gotta go through it for your own growth, for your own, because in this life ain't nothing about instant gratification but popcorn when you put it in the microwave. Nothing. You gotta go through it. And it might be a storm for you. But on the flip side of a finished product, nobody's gonna tell you what it took to get there. Alright? So, hopefully my words have rained upon you to stimulate thought. And until the next one, people, I'm gonna keep it pushing. And I'm out.